Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited to do this video. This is the video that I promised you guys, and I got sick yesterday, about how I stay fit and healthy at 42. So I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is you can always start. It's never too late to start getting healthy and getting fit. The bad news is that I started in my 20s. So if you're looking to get the same kind of rhythm and result and discipline that I have, I started a long time ago. I'm born and raised in New York, 42 years old, 3 children. And just a quick disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not even a personal trainer, certified personal trainer. I'm just telling you what I do and what worked for me. So, you can take that for what it's worth. I'm actually filming from my gym in my apartment complex. So I try to work out at least 3 times a week. Sometimes I'll do the apartment gym. And recently I signed up to Orange Theory Fitness. I'm going to do a video about that and how I like it so far. So that's something I try to do every quarter, just incorporate either a personal trainer or join a gym for a little while, something to switch it up. But basically, I started early, okay, just to get down to the meat of what I want to tell you guys. I started early. So if you're watching this video, you're 20 years old, you're 18 years old, you're 16 years old, start getting into the habit of thinking about food differently, because there's only 2 things that's going to get you snatched at 42 after 3 kids: eating right and exercising. So that has to become a part of your lifestyle. It cannot be optional if you want to be snatched and you want to be healthy. Because I don't want to just focus on being thin, being cute. You definitely want to be healthy as well, because your health is irreplaceable. If you give me $1 million today, I'll surely appreciate it, but I'd rather have my health, okay? And I'm sure you guys agree with me. So I ran around with a lot of models. My cousin modeled, and so I got into that, lifestyle right away of taking care of your skin, taking care of your health. And they showed me different ways to eat. Basically, once I left my mom's house, my mom, if you have a mom who's like in her 60s, you guys ate TV dinners, you guys ate out of cans. Your mom did cook, but there wasn't a lot of fitness involved, okay? So there's a lot of cultural notes that people have to overcome. There's a lot of culture that may or may not have been supportive of this lifestyle that you're trying to take on, because it definitely is a change in lifestyle. So once I left my mom's house, I realized that you can buy fresh vegetables, and it's important to invest in your health. So, the cooking, the cleaning, the walking, your entire lifestyle contributes to your health, because you'll notice in countries where they don't have as many cars, they don't have the housekeepers, they don't have things like that, you'll notice they're a lot more fit and they have a lot more energy, because they're literally, just like how we used to do in America back in the day, we literally are working, we're physically using our bodies to support our lifestyles, and that is something that is going to contribute to your health tremendously. Of course, I have a car, and now I live in a state where I'm back in America, and I live in a state where you have to drive everywhere, but I still try to walk as much as I can. I don't care if they look at me crazy. Oh my God, there's another one of those Yankees coming from New York trying to walk everywhere. I don't care, because my health is important to me. So I try to walk as much as I can. I highly, highly suggest walking. Almost everybody can walk, and that is the smallest act of love that you can do for yourself to try to get your fitness in check, okay? Your mobility is important. You don't want to lose your immobility. So another thing is I branched out of my cultural eating habits. If you eat a lot of meat, if you eat a lot of pork, if you eat a lot of rice, whatever your cultural background is, what you can do is look and see what other cultures are eating and see what works for you. Japanese food is totally healthy. You guys know my husband is Japanese. I started eating Japanese food before I met him, and then after I met him, he introduced me to more dishes, a lot of traditional dishes, and home style food or home cooking that really contributed to my health as well. So there's things that you can do. If you have difficulty finding these things in your city, you can totally follow Instagrammers and ask them where they get their food from. A lot of stuff is available online. A lot of stuff is available dry nowadays. One of the people that I follow is Tiffany Healthy Living. I like following Tiffany not only because I love her dearly, but because she was living in New York City, and you're thinking, gosh, it's cold up there, but you would never know it from her Instagram that she was in Brooklyn. Like, phenomenal dishes, and you could really, really get a lot available to you if you just try and you branch out and you ask people. Okay, so that is one thing that you can do. Follow people who already know what they're doing, and then just ask them questions and look at what they offer to you in terms of cookbooks and recipes and things like that. All right, so I did mention that I walk a lot. There is a beautiful pool on the other side of this camera. Let me see if I can switch it. I don't know if I can switch it. Okay, I can't switch it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making it dark. Okay, but there is a pool in this complex, so I walk around the pool. I try to walk around the complex. I walk around the neighborhood, anywhere that I can walk. Even if you got to drive to the mall and walk around the mall, very beneficial to you. And then, you know, also changing your lifestyle. You got to understand, you don't have to become Richard Simmons or what's the woman who's under controversy right now, Jillian Michael. Like, you don't have to become those crazy fanatical people, but what you do have to understand is that going to work, coming home, watching Game of Thrones is not going to put you where you need to be in terms of a healthy, fruitful lifestyle. You got to get up, you got to get moving, and you got to monitor the quality of your food. Do I always eat healthy? No. And I don't deprive myself. When I went to South Africa, I ate kudu. I still eat meat. I still eat everything. I still eat pork. I still eat pints of ice cream at a time. The thing is that I don't always do that. I'll gain 5 and 10 pounds over the holidays just like you did. Okay? I'll get sick like I did yesterday, right? I'll get a cold. I'm not going to become Superwoman from eating kale. You're still going to be human, right? And that's the thing I don't like about like a lot of these health gurus. They act like you're going to become Iron Man and, you know, Wolverine from eating kale. That's not what's going to happen. You're going to have a better quality of life. You're going to look the way you want to look. You know, your skin is going to improve. Maybe your figure is going to improve. That kind of thing, but you're still going to get a cold, especially like me, when I got 3 little kids running around, not washing hands, going to school. So it's not going to, you know, make you superhuman, but you're going to feel better about yourself, okay? Last thing I could definitely say is don't make it an option. You know, start trying to get into the discipline now. If you can't go to the gym, you can't afford it, start walking. If you can't afford to go vegan right away and you don't know what that's all about, just start by saying, I'm going to have a salad every night. And most importantly, water. You must drink water. One thing I will say about water is I am not a huge fan of a gallon a day. I am 5'4", I'm about 125 pounds. My waist is about 25 inches right now. I'm a thin person. I'm a fit person. And God just happened to bless me with a figure that's in right now, an hourglass figure. I've always had an hourglass figure. There's certain things and genetics that you're not going to be able to modify and that you're not going to be able to eat your way and work yourself into. So I am a fan of plastic surgery. If you feel like you need to do that, knock yourself out. You know what I mean? I would not mind getting a little work done myself. You do what you need to do to feel good. But what I want to say is that your health is paramount to looking good. It really is. Because somebody's going to find you attractive. You got to find yourself attractive. That's a whole nother video. So again, not a doctor, not a personal trainer, but the water. Think about the water. I'm not into the gallon a day. I can do a liter a day. That's what worked for me. That's what works for me. Otherwise, I feel waterlogged. So, you know, real basic. Eat right, work out, try to move, develop a mindset of health. And that's all you got to do. And it will last you. It will carry you. I'm 42 years old. I have 3 children. I had natural births, no C-section, just so you know. And I try to live a healthy lifestyle, being positive, and all of that really, really matters. So I hope this helped you. I'm going to do a video on what it's like to go to Orange Theory Fitness and do a review of that. I hope you like my hat. I hope you like my hoodie and my gym, all that stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.